I'm Jared Stout with eXp Realty in Kalamazoo in Southwest Michigan. And in this video, I'm going to go over the buying steps for those of you thinking about purchasing a home. The first step is to get your mortgage application figured out. Talk to a lender, have them go through how much you can afford monthly and what you feel comfortable with in your budget. Once they get this step done, they'll be able to give you a pre-approval letter, and you'll need this letter in order to make an offer on a home. Step two is you got to look at houses. I'll send you an automated search based on your search criteria where you'll get instant notifications on new houses that have come to the market, and you can look at houses that have been on the market for a little while. This is the point where you get to go out and check out other people's houses. It's fun, but it can be stressful, especially in a market where there's not a lot of inventory. But that's where I come in. I will try to make this as easy a process as possible, and I'll stay in constant contact with the other listing agent just to make sure that all of your questions are answered. Step three is making the offer. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can make an offer, but some things strengthen your offer. The most obvious thing is the purchase price. It's usually whoever has the highest price wins, but sometimes you don't know how high that's going to be. And this is where an escalation clause comes in. That's where you escalate from the price that you think that you're going to win it for up to a price that you would be willing to pay if you had to. Another big part of the offer is contingencies. Sellers don't like seeing a lot of contingencies usually when they're looking at offers. So the fewer contingencies you can have, the better. This is why some people waive inspections. I don't always recommend waiving inspections, but it's one of those contingencies that you can remove that would attract a seller. Once your offer is accepted, that triggers your 10-day inspection period. The 10-day inspection period includes your home inspection, pest inspection, radon inspections, and any other inspections that you might want to do within that 10 days to make sure that this house is right for you. Now, there are well and septic inspections that are done in those situations, and typically the seller is willing to do those for the buyer, and they don't fall within that 10-day inspection period. After your offer is accepted, you'll then write an earnest deposit and give that to the seller. That is held by the title company, and it goes on your purchase once you close. Also, after the offer is accepted, you'll be sending that purchase agreement to your lender, and that'll initiate your appraisal being scheduled. The appraisal has to happen if you're getting a loan before you can close on the loan and before you can get it clear to close. This could also be a part of the contingencies. Some people will use the appraisal and waive it as a non-contingency when they're purchasing a home. Typically, if they're doing this, they're going to have to provide evidence that they can cover the gap between the appraised value and the purchase price with cash. Then after inspections and appraisals and everything, negotiations could pick up again. These negotiations have very short time spans on them, usually 3 days, before you can make a decision as to whether or not you're going to accept whatever was negotiated. After the negotiations are all done, then it's just waiting. You're just waiting for the underwriter to get done with your loan. Once your underwriting is done, you'll get the clear to close from your lender. This triggers a 3-day period after you sign your disclosures that you have to wait before you can close. During that 3-day period, you can go and re-inspect the house that you're just about to purchase. This is your final walkthrough. You're just making sure that everything is in the same condition it was when you first looked at it. And then finally, once your closing date is scheduled with the title company, that's when you show up and you sign the paperwork. A title officer will walk you through everything, and when you're done, you'll get the keys to your new house. Closings is obviously why I'm in this business, but they're my favorite part of the entire process. Seeing the look on buyers' faces when they're getting the keys to their new home is absolutely amazing. There's no other experience like that I've ever had in any other job that I've ever had. I love working with buyers. I love working with sellers. And even when I work with sellers, it's really cool to see buyers that I just met that day get so excited and light up when they get the keys to their house. So if you're looking at buying a house, I would love to help you out. I would love to guide you every step of the way from the beginning to end and help you through that process. Give me a call anytime, and I look forward to working with you soon.